Hey, Aaron, what do you remember about going to Baylor last year? Just that experience.
I remember walking into Baylor, and I remember it was a really nice field, nice playing surface, good college baseball outfield with the football stadium in the background of left field. And I just remember walking in knowing that I was going to play a quality opponent, and I expect the same this year. And I'm really excited for our guys. I think we're ready. I feel like we put a lot of work in this offseason, and I like our chances of going down there this year.
New team, what can you learn about this group? Playing in a game, playing on the road that maybe you haven't been able to see to this point.
Yeah, with all of our new guys, it's definitely going to be a challenge, especially on the mound. We have a lot of returners in the field, like seven returners in the field. But with our entire weekend staff gone, we're definitely going to need some guys to step up. But we do have guys that I feel like myself and the team are very confident in to be able to go up and take the ball and do well.
Aaron, how's the transition been for you with the new coaching staff?
It's been fine. They really haven't changed a whole lot. I would say they're just slightly more hands-on this year, a little bit more structure. But I don't think it's been too drastic of a change, especially with all of the returners. We've been able to make the transition for especially the younger guys to make it as smooth as possible.
What kinds of things you've been working on getting ready for this season?
This offseason, I've been working on getting bigger and stronger, faster, just overall more athletic to keep my body healthy, put a little bit of weight on because over the course of the season, you're going to naturally lose some. So I was a little more, like the heaviest I've ever been this offseason, which is good because that'll keep me around a good playing weight this spring.
What are you weighing right now?
Right now, I'm about 190.
What did you play last year?
182.
Okay.
So what would you say the biggest change is from Darren to Will Bolt?
Coach Erstad kind of ran us almost like a professional team. He liked to let us. He was kind of hands off. Kind of let us do what we want. Coach Bolt, it's a lot more structured. That's about it. Yeah.
Structured in what ways?
He just has more stuff that everybody has to do. Where I'm not saying Coach Erstad we didn't have structure. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying it was more like some things don't work for certain guys. Where this year we're all more on the same program. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like that teaches especially the younger guys, but also the returners a little bit of buy-in. I would say.
Okay. What's your outlook just for the outfield in general? I mean, it looks like 3 guys back, a lot of starting experience. What's the outlook for that position, do you think?
Yeah, I would assume it would be the same as last year. Coach says he hasn't written a lineup yet. But, with me, Joe, and Mojo, we started just about every game last year. But even if one of us, for some reason, wouldn't be able to play, I still think guys, really, Carter Cross, Mike Adante, Andrew Mackey, I'd be comfortable with them in the outfield.
How good can this offense be with so many returners coming back?
I think we can be very dangerous because this offseason we've had multiple guys just become way more powerful, way more consistent, finding more consistent barrels. They've really put a lot of work in, and I'm really excited to see what they can do.
You take leadership responsibility?
I really like to try to lead by example. I'm not the most vocal guy, I would say, but the way I try to lead is with my work ethic and just trying to do whatever I can to, bring the guy up next to me, and usually that's through work ethic, I would say.
You led the team in average last year. What kind of expectations do you have for yourself going into this year?
I'm trying to focus as least individually as I can as possible. I'm trying to focus on the team as much. More wins is better, and that's just gonna. Knowing that if the team is doing better, more than likely I would probably be doing better, and when everybody's doing better, everybody's happy. So.
Aaron, we know the mantra is kind of stack days on top of each other, just get better day by day. But overall, what are you guys looking to accomplish here in 2020?
I'd like to see a regional back here in Lincoln, super regional, and I'm praying to God every day that we can bring the Cornhuskers back to Omaha.
Along those lines, what was going through your mind as Michigan was making its run last summer?
I remember sitting in my host family's basement watching the College World Series and watching Michigan. It definitely left a bad taste in my mouth, especially because we beat Michigan more times than they beat us last year. Mm-hmm. And truthfully, when we beat them in the Big Ten tournament, I thought that we had ended their season. And then seeing that they're one of the last 4 teams in, I didn't really think much of it. Honestly, I didn't think they would make it out of the regional. But just seeing what a team can do when they got hot at the right time,
Yes.
knowing that if we can do that, just peak at the right time, then we can do what Michigan did and even more.
This year.
Yes.
Thanks, Aaron.
Thanks.